Hey there, this is the Healthy Butter Channel. I'm Chris Butterworth. Glad you found me. Today we're going to talk a little bit about strength versus movement and the Kettlebell armor building complex. You see the workout that I'm running in the background is the ABC. I think this was created by Dan John. If not, Dan talks about it quite a bit. I am not a historian by any means, but I have read and watched quite a bit of other people putting programs together, trying to learn what I can. I am a big fan, as far as program building goes, I'm a big fan of the Bruce Lee concept of taking what works for you and eliminating the rest. Try everything, learn everything, and give it a try. If it adds value, keep doing it. And if it doesn't, if it's not for you, get rid of it. This particular program is pretty simple. I'm running it on an EMOM, 24 rounds on an EMOM every minute on the minute. It's approximately 30 seconds of work and 30 seconds of rest. I do a clean and press, clean and press, switch hands, clean and press, clean and press, and then 2 squats with the kettlebell in the rack position so the weight is offset from center line. You start the next rep with the same hand that you finished the first rep, and so you actually end up alternating the side of those squats. If you do 4 swings for each clean and press, right? Clean, press, clean, press, and then you do the hand switch, and then you do 4 on the other side. You're doing 9 swings for every rep, times 24, or for every set, times 24 sets is 216 swings, which is the hip hinge, which is the most important movement in kettlebell. Also emulates the deadlift. That's a lot of reps of that. So this is a really effective exercise. Also doing 2 presses, overhead presses on each side, each rep. So that's 48 presses on each side. And we're doing 2 squats each time. So you're doing 48 squats. So overall, this is a pretty solid workout. I have been doing this workout for about 6 weeks. It's fairly new to my program. And so I'm still kind of dialing in the weight. You can see that I switched kettlebells every 3rd rep. I was doing 25 pounds as my baseline, and I'm doing a 30-pound every 3rd rep. I'm increasing that slowly. I was doing it every 4th rep before. I think originally I was just doing 25 pounds. Then I added a little bit of 30. Then I increased the 30 a little bit. So as I do this more, I'll increase the weight a little bit slowly. The goal is never to get hurt or to feel muscle soreness in a big way the next day. I think I just lost my topic that I was going to talk about. The concept that I mentioned earlier of strength versus movement, this is a real strength program. When you see people doing this, they're usually running really heavy weights. A lot of it, I think this was originated as a double kettlebell exercise, so you're doing 2 at a time. This is kind of a power lifter's move. And when you think about those exercises that you're emulating, the hip hinge is a deadlift, a squat is a squat, and a press, is a press. Those are the 3 main strength exercises. So this is a big strength movement. And while I'm not anti-strength, everybody always wants to be stronger, and being stronger, all else being equal, is better. However, all else isn't always equal. And so what I have found over time is that when I push heavy weights, the more I get into the weight side of things and explosiveness and power, it dings me up a little bit, and I don't feel great. And the next day I'm a little sore. Sometimes I skip a workout and give myself a recovery day. When I bring the weight down a little bit and I use a little bit lighter weight, I can do a higher volume. I can work out every day, and I tend to feel really good. And so I'm trying to balance that with this particular one. Program design is all about evolving. So you don't want to change it every week. Then you're just flitting around and you're never really getting into anything consistent. So I try to get a program that works really well, and then I roll with it for 4 months, 6 months, 8 months. And then if you need to make a tweak, if you need to drop a program, add a program, or change whether it used to be reps and now it's going to be EMOM and then it's going to be continuous, whatever it is, you make little changes along the way. So I'm going to run with this ABC for a while. I think it has all the good benefits of kettlebell exercises. I also have my get up day on a different day, so I'm getting that in there. So I think it makes me feel pretty good, but I haven't done it enough and at enough weight to see where I'm going to land. So we'll keep our eye on that. But that's it. That's today's ABC. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned from it, and go get better. Have a great day.